The Ark Invest founder and CEO said yesterday in an interview with Bloomberg that she is sticking by her Bitcoin price target of $1 million per token by 2030. This comes as many in the crypto space raise concerns about the full contagion effect of the FTX collapse.
To everyone's shock, in the wake of the FTX collapse, when everyone was running away from crypto out of fear of uncertainty, Cathie Wood, founder of Ark Invest, was rushing in to buy more. What is her motivation, and is there something she knows we all need to know too? Stay tuned till the end to find out. Before you go on, subscribe to the channel. It takes only a second, but can go a long way in your market knowledge.
The newest SEC commissioner, Jaime Lizarraga, I think is his name, has come out and said, we need as regulators to focus on decentralization and transparency. What is the most decentralized and transparent crypto asset in the world? It is Bitcoin. And yet retail investors do not have easy access through a liquid asset like an ETF, which honestly, I don't understand, given that they approved a Bitcoin futures fund. So, I think it might increase the odds. We shall see. Well, it is one of the few securities. We have to own securities in ETFs. So it is one of the few securities we can buy. And yes, it's at a very big discount. So it is more attractive. Bitcoin, if they were to even liquidate it, we've got such a big discount relative to Bitcoin that again, we don't think they're going to. This is the most valuable property. I think they're going to hang on to it. And I think over time, the discount will close. Don't know if it's because of a conversion to a Bitcoin ETF. I'm sure the regulators will take a very close look at DCG and the Grayscale Bitcoin Investment Trust. But we do know this is a grantor trust, highly regulated. I mean, we had to do our homework on it. And we know that all of the Bitcoin behind GBTC is in cold storage at Coinbase, and Coinbase has confirmed this. So we feel quite comfortable with it here.
Just like Cathie Wood, who sees the opportunity in Bitcoin, despite the great crash caused by lack of confidence following the collapse of the world's second largest crypto exchange, FTX, Argentina is planning to adopt Bitcoin. The world's foremost cryptocurrency may soon become a legal currency in the South American country. They're so confident in its potential and security that it may also be issued as Bitcoin bonds. This is coming after El Salvador's economy minister introduced a new digital assets issuance bill. This new policy would not only benefit Bitcoin, but any company that wants to create cryptocurrencies that can serve as securities. Cathie Wood argues that Bitcoin is the most transparent and decentralized cryptocurrency, which makes it valuable as an instrument in different investment schemes such as ETFs. Wondering what ETFs are? This acronym stands for Exchange Traded Funds. Almost any asset can be bundled as an ETF and traded on the stock exchange. ETFs give everyone an opportunity for easy entry and exit to trade the ETF-backed asset on the stock exchange, as you would the stocks of a company. Cathie Wood thinks this adoption is important for cryptocurrencies. There are already crypto-backed ETFs, but the regulations for them are still sketchy, if not non-existent. Van Eck is a family-owned asset management firm with about $60 billion worth of assets under its management. This firm already manages an ETF that is backed by gold, and now they're looking into Bitcoin. Van Eck tried to get approval for Bitcoin-backed ETF, but the management says they have been repeatedly denied this approval since 2017. Just like Cathie Wood, the management of Van Eck do not think FTX's scandal pose any danger to the prospects of a Bitcoin ETF. How close are we to seeing fully regulated physically backed Bitcoin ETFs? The management of Van Eck do not think we're any closer, and it has little to do with FTX's saga, rather all to do with the regulators who are not warming up to the idea yet. We have some asset managements that currently use ETFs to track the price of Bitcoin, but they're not physically backed by Bitcoin ETFs. For instance, late last month, Cosmos Asset Management, which offers ETFs that monitor the prices of Bitcoin and Ether, as well as another that tracks an index of various listed crypto mining companies, stated that it will close all three and restore investors' money. The Bitcoin ETF market may be in danger right now, but Cathie Wood remains hopeful. One of the companies Cathie is backing is Genesis Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, which is currently in trouble after the FTX collapse. GBTC, along with its sister company Genesis, may be in a liquidity crisis and would have to prove their reserves if the issue is to be resolved. All crypto companies are having to prove their reserves to restore confidence in their clients. The need to show proof of reserves is unearthing a lot of issues many of these crypto firms have. This has forced DCG's Barry Silbert to reveal that the crypto firm is $2 billion in debt.
We also own Square, and it is interesting that Jack Dorsey has chosen the most transparent, most decentralized crypto asset to center Block's crypto exposure to. And I realize he's trying to, from a developer community point of view, leave them on their own. But we do think Bitcoin, and you can see through the behavior of the infrastructure, hasn't skipped a beat. Not one beat, more secure than it was yesterday, the day before, and the day before. So I have a feeling this is going to elevate Bitcoin in the eyes of not only the crypto world, but the investment world at large. And I have a feeling it's going to have more running room through the rest of the world. I think this is the way that this is Block's go-to-market to get into the rest of the world. And we think they're going to be very successful. You can, sometimes you need to battle test. You need to go through crises to see who the real, to see the survivors, first of all, but really to battle test the infrastructure and the thesis. And again, we think Bitcoin is coming out of this smelling like a rose because of what I have mentioned previously. And I do think the one thing that will be delayed is perhaps institutions stepping back and just saying, okay, do we really understand this? And once they actually do the homework and see what's happened here, I think they might be more comfortable moving into Bitcoin and perhaps Ether as a first stop.
In the wake of the FTX collapse, institutional investors are betting against cryptocurrencies, according to a CoinShares report. According to the report, institutional investor sentiment was deeply negative last week, as short product inflows accounted for 75% of all inflows, the highest inflow on record. Do you think Cathie's confidence in Bitcoin rebounding and even reaching a price of $1 million per coin is justified? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Watch out for our next video.